You've tuned into The Mountain Gardener with your host, Ken Lain. Gardening, it can be challenging, but with these simple insider tips, you'll reap huge rewards. Now, let's tune into today's Mountain Gardener with Ken and Lisa. And we are back with Lisa Waters-Lane, and she has brought in a studio full of bloomers. Smells good in here. Welcome back, Lisa.
Thank you.
You've been playing with the flowers, I see.
So it is definitely that time of year when almost everything's in bloom that's going to bloom. So we have a stunning selection of annual flowers that are blooming. So one season now through a hard frost, October, November. But we also have a lot of great perennials in that will give you a full season of color as well. I like to mix them so that I get some perennials that I know are going to come back, but I like to throw some other color in there that maybe you can't find in a perennial. So I'll throw some annual color in there. So I think it's fun to mix. And it's certainly easy to do in the ground or in containers, however you want to do it.
I did a tune-up on our drip irrigation, front and back. So, and the container gardens are all self-watered. That is, we got a drip system that waters everything for us. And so it's kind of had some broken heads. A valve wire had rusted off, or the nut just needed to be just tweaked, needs tuned up. You need to tune up your irrigation like you do a car. And so I went through it. So you are good to go, my girlfriend. It's like the irrigation is going. I might have them off, but you just open them right up and they'll start watering your flowers like now. So have fun.
Now I just need time.
Yeah, well, June is coming for garden center owners.
That's right.
It's almost past Mother's Day.
Yes.
We get time to. The peak is here.
Right.
The team is really coming along. They're starting to, they're enjoying. So we're teaching them how retail. And so they're going, hey, that boss, this is great. This is fun. Oh my gosh. Yeah. How about this one? Let's put this together. Look, they look great. So they're enjoying the whole design thing with flowers.
Good. So the first flower I brought in is actually an annual. So it's one season. This is a Sunbelievable Sunflower. So we tried one of these last year in a container, and I don't think it was ever out of bloom.
It was crazy.
It literally just
Hundreds
bloomed.
of blooms.
Yeah, all season long. Great plant for containers. Great plant for sun spots where you've got that heat or that's full sun going. It's just an amazing little plant.
This is related to our native sunflowers, but it's sterile. So it doesn't put a seed. It never focuses on seed. So you're not going to get sunflower seed. What that does is, as it gets done blooming, it goes, oops, I should try to seed again. So it puts another flower right after, just automatically self-prunes, gets it going, and sets another flower just like that. But it's got the same sunflower head to it, same bright, like summer yellow with a splash of orange and a black center. And literally this plant just came off the truck and it has over a dozen flowers already. It got about knee high, about knee wide.
Yeah.
And as it gets
knee
bigger,
wide.
It just goes even more.
It does.
Flowers. I noticed full sun. I think this year we're going to take one and it needs more sun because we had in the backyard where it got mostly sun. But I think it'd do full on, like blistering hot.
Out in the front of the house. Yeah.
Fuller sun. Yeah.
Definitely.
The garage or something, reflective wall. Who would like that? Sunflowers are great for here.
So a great one to try, especially if you think you have a black thumb and you can't make things bloom.
Can't go wrong with this.
This is excellent for that.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Sunflower. It's a good name too.
It is. So this next one is a salvia, and everybody's going, another salvia.
You're so bulletproof.
But this is a new one out that we've gotten.
Look on the camera.
And the name of it is So Cool Pale Blue. So Cool Pale Blue. So it is. It's just a really nice, it's not the dark purple.
There we go.
It's just a really attractive color. It'd be really pretty with some yellow around it or some darker purple around it. Just very pretty. And because people ask, will the hummingbirds still like it?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Like
they
candy.
don't care if it's red or blue or orange or whatever. So it's definitely a hummingbird attractor plant. Full sun. It's another one that just really animal resistant too. But it just blooms all season long. It's like they're never really out of bloom. So just a super easy one to grow.
So a shrub, I call it a herbaceous shrub, gets about knee high, maybe 3 feet if you're optimistic. and then it just has this nice mounding shape, very low care.
Mhm.
And in the winter, next spring, you just give it a quick haircut, trim it back about halfway, fertilize it with small purpose plant food, and it does this again,
Mhm.
just like that. Its most famous cousin, or the original, is red. So there's several red varieties. You've never seen a blue variety. This is so cool. Blue Salvia.
Yes.
That's the new name. So it's a brand new variety. You're only going to find this at your local garden centers. We're the only one that has this in the central area here.
Right.
It's just so unusual.
We actually had it special grown.
Yep.
So it's you won't find it everywhere.
This is where it pays to be watching the
blog,
video person, the podcast on Spotify or Apple, because they do the video piece. You can watch it and listen to it.
Mm-hmm. That is true. So the next one I brought in is a lantana. This is a new lantana. It's called Casablanca. It is also a perennial lantana. So they're coming up with some lantanas that will winter over in our area.
Truly amazing.
So they want a nice warm spot, especially in the wintertime. So it'll go dormant, but we want it in a radiant heat spot where it's getting some good heat around it in the wintertime. So this one gets about 18 inches tall. It's going to spread to 2 to 3 feet wide. So it'd be great for those perennial beds, great in containers, really nice kind of orangey, peachy yellow color to it.
Yeah.
So this is the newest edition. There's also Miss Huff and Marianne that are also perennial lantanas. But
We're
this
trying
is
to find
cool.
more varieties of lantana because they just love the heat. They're
do.
famous down in Phoenix.
Yeah.
There's so many varieties down there. Most of them are annuals. That is, they're going to die out in the winter. Up here, these do not. These actually will winter over for you. Many times they reset like a perennial. They'll rest underground. You prune them back. They come back with vigor next spring from the roots.
Right.
So lantanas are great. If you've got a brutal hot spot, you're up on that ridge line, wind and sun, lantana is your friend.
That's true. It is very animal resistant as well. It has kind of a rough sandpaper leaf and kind of an odor to it that animals don't care for. It's a great hummingbird and butterfly attractor as well.
I notice swallowtails
Oh,
love this plant. Just, you're going to have butterflies, but our state butterfly is not
the monarch.
It's not monarchs. It's the double-tailed swallowtail. That's what
double-tailed swallowtail
or whatever.
No, I didn't know. I didn't know. Next one is foxglove. So, or digitalis. This one's huge. You can't get all of it in the picture. This is such a cool plant. It's not a new plant, but it's a really cool plant, especially for those shady areas, up under a porch, on a deck where it's just getting not much light, maybe some morning sun, afternoon sun. But boy, does it just bloom, these long lasting blooms that are just spectacular.
This is
it a lightsaber?
A real tall plant. Yeah, it's kind of like a flower lightsaber. It's so tall. It's probably standing 2-3 feet tall already with, I don't know, 50 flowers on it in this purple pink flower color. But hummingbirds love it. Digitalis, or foxglove, also is animal resistive. So your javelina, deer, rabbits, they're not going to bother this. It's got a smell and a taste that they just don't like. It's its natural defense to keep the animals off of it. So great plant for that shaded or covered patio in a container. Super long bloom cycle, and it's true perennial. It'll come back from the roots.
Yeah, so real pretty one to put out there right now, especially if you're doing a party or something, a graduation. Boy, you want something spectacular? That'd be it.
Put this in, surround it with like Million Bell or alyssum, or what else? Probably some coral bells. There's some
whatever you want.
Yeah, just be spectacular.
Definitely. So another really good plant for those sunny areas. So this is Veronica. A nice tall spiky plant.
It's a big plant. My goodness.
It's huge, isn't it? This one's the dark blue. It also comes in, I think, a pink color, maybe a light blue, or just at a time. Another great plant for those really hot sunny spots. Nice perennial, going to come back every year. It would also look terrific in a container.
Moody
stuff
Blue
around it.
Veronica. With that, we are out of time. Lisa, thank you
Yep.
for sharing. You got more to go. Come see all the perennials or summer
They're
blooming
beautiful right
flowers here
now.
at Waters Garden Center. Ken here at Waters Garden Center, and we had a new flower come in. It's one of my favorites. We got it last year as a test, soft launch. This year we went all in because it performs well. It's a new sunflower. It's called Sunbelievable. And the reason it's called Sunbelievable is supposed to put 1,000 flowers on, 1,000 sunflowers per year. I don't know if it does 1,000, but it does hundreds and hundreds, I can tell you that. So this is done, it automatically sets a new flower by itself, so a new one's coming up. So it's always got more flowers coming up. Unbelievable flowers. Those unbelievable flowers, sunflowers, here at Waters Garden Center, available for your gardens this year. For a more fruitful garden, increased success in the landscape that just feels better, then tune in daily to the Mountain Gardener podcast. Subscribe through your favorite podcast streamer or visit watersgardencenter.com. Better yet, visit me directly right here at Waters Garden Center. Thanks for tuning in.